Man, this is great to see you guys all here. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm used to standing up a little bit, never really kind of sat down during a presentation. But anyway, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Abdallah. I run the YouTube channel Abdallahsmash026. Some of you guys may have heard of me. I'm not that big on YouTube. I'm just here to pretty much send a message that you guys can too make a career out of YouTube yourself. It's going to be great. So, how many of you guys have been here for all 3 days? Let's hear it. Yeah, nice. How about that solo Sunday pass? Yeah, a couple of you guys. All right, great. How many guys ready for it to be over? Good. That's the good answer. How many guys want this to last even longer? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So shout out to all of you guys that are here right now, all of you guys on the internet at home. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are amazing. A little bit about myself. I'm an official Nintendo ambassador and an influencer. I work for Nintendo. They send some review copies. I help promote the product. I've been a YouTube entertainer since 2012, and of course a gamer since '86. A couple stats, raw stats. We've got about 315,000 subscribers and just about 109 million views on YouTube. So pretty much been there for a little bit. But quick disclaimer, this is not a get-rich-quick presentation. That would be really cool, though. I mean, some people, make YouTube, and they get really, really lucky with it, depending on what viral video or some water bottle epic flipping that they do, and they just go explode. And it's really interesting, but don't count on that, because there's a lot of work that goes into maintaining a YouTube channel. How many guys gamers out there? Yes? Yes? You guys are all here. Okay, great. So, nice, dude. So all these tips can be, transferred to non-gamers as well. If you like putting on makeup or doing makeup tutorials, you can apply all these things that I'm going to tell you guys as well. So I'm excited for it. And I like Wario, too. He's just rolling that cash. All right, so another disclaimer. The internet is more or less a bad place. We all know it. There's internet trolls, and you can see this guy in the corner here, and Mario's just like flipping out. The internet, it's not really face-to-face. People hide behind the anonymity, and they could just potentially say whatever they want, and that's not cool. So when you're on YouTube, you are going to need some thick skin. There are going to be some internet trolls who may not like what you're doing, and they're going to mouth off about it. So that's kind of one of the things that you really have to get over if you want to make a career out of YouTube. It's going through the comments, and you can take a look at what comments you get, but then at the same time you have to have really, really thick skin. Oh my gosh. All right, you'll also need a very good and hard work ethic, because there's a lot of hours depending on how many uploads you want to put out. There's a sense of urgency whenever, let's say if you are into Nintendo games, there's always a sense of urgency on getting that game very at the beginning when it first launches, rather than playing it a couple weeks out, because the hype eventually dies out. That goes the same for any kind of Xbox game, PlayStation. Anything is all transferable. If I default to Nintendo, that's because I'm Mr. Nintendo over here, so forgive me on that. Of course, you'll also need an eye for detail and determination. How many guys Undertale fans out there? Yeah, some of you guys out there. Excellent. Get that determination. Okay, so a quick rundown of the panel. Here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to talking to you guys about potential earnings, the YouTube payment structure, gaining partnerships, starting your channel, maximizing on social media. Of course, equipment recommendations. We've got some really cool stuff on stage over here that we're going to be giving away. We've also got concepts for application for all of you guys that are already into YouTube and looking for maybe some sort of tip to help you get to that next level. Hopefully that can help you out there. Of course, we'll do a fun giveaway, and we'll also do a question-answer session at the end with all of our remaining time. It's going to be very fun. So start thinking of some questions that you guys want to come up and ask. We'll actually invite you all over here. You can sit next to me. It'll be fun. So super shout-outs to our sponsors, YouTube Gaming. How many guys got some pretty cool YouTube Gaming stickers, decals? Yes, a lot of you guys did? Excellent. XSplit. Very awesome partner. We've also got Team Razer on board. You can see I'm using a Razer laptop here. We also got another Razer product for you. And of course, Blue Mics. These are all things that I really and truly believe in, regardless of if they sponsored or not. I have all these products beforehand, and I just want to make sure that you guys know that these are some really good products to get you started. Okay, so we got the YouTube Gaming stickers. We gave it to the first attendees. XSplit, we're giving away a couple 3-month license keys to help you with your streaming or your editing. Very, very good software, by the way. We are giving away this awesome Razer Nabu Smart Band. This thing is so cool. Oh, man. You can put it on your wrist. It tracks your sleep. It's pretty much a pretty decked out fitness tracker. And of course, we've got the Yeti blackout mic, the ultimate mic right there. Okay, so let's talk about potential. Now, with YouTube, there's so much potential in earnings. There's a very awesome site called socialblade.com that you can literally enter anyone's YouTube username into there, and you can get a rough estimate about how much money they're making on YouTube. It's pretty insane, and I would say you take the low number, you take the high number, and put it right in half, and that's exactly what you can see how much people are making. So think about your favorite YouTuber, your go-to person that you always look forward to watching. Type them in there and say, hey, wow, this person's doing pretty well with what they're doing there. So you can check their approximate earnings. So right over here, we all know PewDiePie, right? So yeah, this is interesting. So I made a slide for this because I thought it was kind of funny, and it's kind of shocking too. So PewDiePie makes what? So daily averages, if you look at that, the lowball estimate is about $3,000 a day. The highball estimate is about, what, $46,000 a day? Are you kidding me? Put that in half? Wow, are you joking? In 30 days, look at that, the highball estimate of 1.4 million. Okay, so that's potential. Yes, of course, that is the extreme, but I do have to put that into context. So there is potential out there. All right, so how YouTube payment structure works, it's pretty interesting because with the YouTube payment, they're automatically going to take 45% of whatever you make. And then the rest of that 55, it's pretty much a split between you and your multi-channel network. We'll get into that in a moment. So right off the bat, you're not making 100% of your profits as you could. But of course, YouTube has to run, and they've got a lot of things going on, so that's why they take that cut. For those of you guys looking to get started into YouTube, Google AdSense is actually a decent way of getting started. It's a way that you can start an account right from day one, and of course, start earning some of your funds. But of course, the threshold is about $100 before you even get a payout for that. Now, one of the things that you automatically want to do as soon as you can is get partnered with a multi-channel network. Multi-channel networks like Broadband TV is what I'm a part of now. Full Screen's one of them, Maker, Screenwave, TGN. All of these multi-channel networks, they take on many different YouTube channels, and they help with putting ads on your videos so that you can actually get paid for your hard work of making YouTube videos. Depending on how big of a YouTube channel you are, there's many different revenue splits that you can get. You can get a 60-40 contract starting out, even 70-30, 80-20, 90-10 is pretty good if you can get it. But you got to keep in mind, depending on how big your channel is, most likely you can get a better cut. And then, of course, with some of these multi-channel networks, you can absolutely have a contract. So be careful about that. You don't, maybe you want to get locked in, maybe you don't. Try something out. So look into partnerships. All right. So now's the fun part. We get to think about what are we going to do. So as a YouTuber, first person to shout out an idea of a YouTube channel, we'll use that example. Anyone? What is that? How about yourself? What are you going to do? Anyone? Bow ties. Okay. What did you say about bow ties? Kings with bow ties. Okay. So let's see. I think that maybe sits close with you, right? Somehow. So you got to really think about it. Okay, so kings with bow ties, right? That's your passion. Like, you may be a king and you may like bow ties. So what are you going to do about it? Like, you have to really dig deep. Like, what is your passion? What are you really passionate about? I'm passionate about Nintendo. What are you guys passionate about? Anything? There we go. There we go. All that stuff. Oh, what was that? Did I hear Yokai Watch out there? Oh, great. You guys are passionate about Yokai? No, I'm kidding. No, Yokai Watch is great. But yeah, find your passion, what you're really, really good at, and then just work towards that. And then also think of, okay, so what other YouTubers do you guys watch? What do they do? Sure. Nice, Markiplier. Those are some big names. There we go. Some really good names. Cool. But yeah, so now that you know these people that you watch day in and day out, you tune into them, you see what they're all about, you see their quality, you see their intros, you see how they go about making YouTube videos. Take that information and kind of make it your own. I don't say directly rip them off, but at the same time, put your spin on things. And then at the same time, what are you going to do? What are you going to name your channel? After you've already gotten what your passion's going to be, you know who you're going to try to maybe imitate. What are you going to name your channel, right? Like Kings with Bow Ties? That's a pretty cool name, right? Because that's like, oh, hey, I'm going to subscribe to Kings with Bow Ties. What's the channel about? Oh, Kings with Bow Ties. That's great. But yeah, what are you going to name your channel? If I knew that I was going to be making YouTube my full-time career, I probably wouldn't have gone with like Abdallahsmash026, to be honest. Numbers makes it a little bit convoluted, but do something that kind of encapsulates what you're all about so that people can understand what you're about from your name. Keep in mind that YouTube is super saturated with gaming videos and personalities. What are you going to do to stand out from everyone else, right? That's the real big question. What can you do differently? One of the things that you want to really focus on is branding, doing a logo, maybe a channel trailer, maybe a banner with like a custom, font, something like that, so that people know, hey, this equals you. Like for me, for example, my branding is this awesome track jacket that I wear all the time, and I wear it in a lot of my videos, and people know, hey, that's that Nintendo guy with the blue jacket. I saw him walking down over in the home packs. I think I know him from somewhere. So that's really what you want to aim for. Branding is great. So if you don't have any Photoshop skills and you don't know how to, make a really cool avatar or a logo, there are tons and tons of digital artists out there that would be willing to work with you, especially for paid commissions. So this goes a shout out to all you digital artists out there. Anyone? Yes? Some of you guys, great. So you know what it's like, right? Digital artists rock. So, I mean, seriously, get on board, reach out to them, and they'll charge, not too much, especially if you're looking for something tiny. All right, so another thing that you want to keep in mind is demographics. Now, this is a pretty interesting thing on YouTube. A lot of YouTubers are family-friendly, and a lot of YouTubers are not so much. With me personally, I went the family-friendly route because, I like the fact that, I get emails from parents that say, oh my gosh, I love all your content. I'm so glad that I can count on you to, not swear in your videos or not put any kind of lewd content. But then at the same time, people like that stuff. People love all like swearing and lewd content. That stuff sells. So you really have to find it within yourself on, what you want to do. Who do you want to cater to? Nintendo for itself, that caters towards the younger audience, not necessarily the mature audience. So I kind of ride that wave a little bit and just make sure that, my brand itself is a family-friendly concept. And then at the same time, looking at what age groups you want. Timing is a big thing too. So when are you going to upload your videos? That's a really big question. If you're aiming for that kid audience, find out, when they get off of school. Like 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, whatever, something like that. You don't want to, upload too late for whatever your demographic is. Or if you're aiming for that gamer that just stays up all night and doesn't even care, then you can go anywhere. Of course, gender as well. You want to find out what you want to do as far as that demographic, but upload with your demographics in mind. Social media is huge. How many guys are on social media? Yes, everyone. Yes. Oh, man. Social media is so helpful for your YouTube channel, especially with getting it on, getting it started. It's like getting a Twitter, getting, your YouTube tied in, Facebook, all that stuff. Google Plus, right? Yeah, any Google Plus? Oh. Yeah, let's not poke fun at that. We all know what happened with Google Plus. But anyway, the fact that, there's another social media channel that's out there, just find out what it is and try to be, consistent with your username so that if people are like, oh, okay, well, here's my favorite YouTuber. I wonder what their Twitter handle is. I'm going to try, at whatever, and they'll find out. So, yeah, social media is great because it's a way of getting your videos even more viral than you expect them to be. The power of Twitter is just so instantaneous. You see it in your feed. Sometimes people have their notifications turned on, and, they'll just retweet, favorite, they'll like it, they'll do all that stuff, and then it just kind of builds up. So it's really, really important for those of you guys who, are fans of and follow people on Twitter, just give them a like, give them a retweet. That's all really, really helpful stuff. I don't know if this video will work because the internet's a little interesting, but you got to start somewhere. And some of you guys that are the fans of my YouTube channel, I'll actually start telling you guys how I got into YouTube. Mario Kart 7 was a game at the time, and as you guys can see, this is like full-on no, it's not a webcam. It was like a camera, like on top of a Nintendo 3DS, and I was in the bathroom with the lights off. Oh, man, it was crazy. So if you're watching, my wife, Jess, she was really, really patient with me because I would be in the bathroom with an office chair in the dark talking to myself. And this is 5 years ago where my wife's like, what the heck are you doing? I'm like, oh, don't worry. I got this. But you can see that you can start from anywhere. And hopefully with this presentation, I can get you guys a little bit better of a rocky start than I have, 5 years ago with a bathroom studio. Yes, it was awesome. But you can see scan lines and everything like that. I loved Mario Kart. That was my big jam. Yeah, any Mario Kart fans? Yes? Great. Awesome. Yeah, Mario Kart is super good. But yeah, we're going to continue on. Okay, there we go. I think Mario's here. Did I just hear Mario somewhere? Awesome. Okay, so equipment. That's one of the biggest hurdles, I would say, with getting into YouTube is getting the right equipment. And when I first started out, I was able to get whatever I can with whatever money I was able to save up. I started out with a webcam or like a little digital camera that I got for like $100, and I just tried to make it work. Now, since YouTube is a little bit more competitive, that kind of quality doesn't really fly anymore, and you have to make sure that you guys are good on like your computer front. Laptops are awesome. You can see this laptop right here from Razer. It's super cool. I've been using this all day, all weekend. But desktops are way more powerful. Now, investing in a desktop, you can spend upwards to $4,000 or $5,000 on the whole rig. I mean, it's pretty insane. So don't let that intimidate you. Just try to get whatever you can, and just be aware of the different specs that you're going to be doing. If you're thinking of doing streams, you want to make sure that your computer has enough specs to hold up the stream. No one likes a stream that actually like lags or anything like that, right? No one likes that stuff. Graphics cards are very important for rendering out your video, especially if you take time, edit, do montages and stuff like that. Graphics cards really important. Okay, so a little bit about this thing. Shout outs to Razer for providing it. It's super awesome. i7 processor, 16 gigabyte memory, super good. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but this thing's got a super sweet like keyboard. The coolest lighting I've ever seen on it. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, it's super light. My back wasn't hurting at all while I was carrying it all throughout the convention. So go for it. Other things that you want to do if you guys are getting into gaming is capture devices, right? There's so many of them on the market. Which ones do you get? Which ones are good? Capture devices are ways of, capturing your gameplay. If you're on a computer, you don't necessarily need to worry about that too often. But if you're looking into Xbox or PlayStation 4 or, Nintendo Switch coming out in the future, totally time to invest. Yeah, okay, I heard that woo for Nintendo Switch. Let's hear it. Nintendo Switch, yes. Oh man, Nintendo Switch here at PAX South, yes. All of you guys that were able to go by the booth and try it out, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Nintendo, yes. Oh, so good. I'm getting sidetracked here. Look at me fanboying for Nintendo. All right, so of course, quality is key. 1080p is standard. 1080p 60 frames per second is standard now. I'm pretty sure that maybe soon, 1440 is going to catch on. But until it does, that's what we're looking at. So right over here, shout outs to Elgato Gaming for providing us with an HD60. We're going to be giving this away to one of you guys too. The HD60 is awesome. This thing is great. You can easily hook this up into any HDMI slot, and you can simply capture your gameplay. Of course, there's an HD60 Pro, which is another product that I personally use. And I love the HD60 Pro because it hooks right up into your computer, and there's virtually no lag. I'm playing on my monitor, and it's just so amazing. So yeah, these are some units that you definitely want to look into getting. Elgato is top of the line with that. As far as other capture devices, Hauppauge makes a very good capture card as well. The HD PVR Rocket, that little red button unit right there, I love that thing because I can take that to tournaments and I can actually record tournaments on the fly. All you need is a quick power source and a USB stick. You don't need a computer for that at all, which is so good. I remember in previous PAXs, I would cover the Mario Kart 8 tournament, and I would easily hook this thing up. Hey, do you mind if I record this on my YouTube channel? They're like, oh, sweet, I'm gonna be on YouTube, nice. So yeah, that's it. HDR PVR Rocket is so good. All right, moving on. This is another thing. How many 3DS gamers out there? Yeah, nice. How many of you guys constantly checking your STREETPASS tags? Yes, there we go, good. Some of you guys. You guys complete any puzzles? Yes, some of you guys? Oh gosh, wow. Anyway, so 3DS capture is a little bit tricky because you have to actually mod your unit. That's, you have to ship it out. You got a capture card? Anyone with capture cards in the audience? Some of you guys won too. Wow, great. that's quite expensive. You have to ship out your 3DS, or you can opt to buy one flat out. There's a guy named Loopy who lives in Utah, and he does custom capture cards. And of course, in Japan, there's Katsukitty that makes also 3DS capture cards. They're both very good products. I have one of each of them. But this is the only way that you can capture Nintendo 3DS content unless you're in your bathroom with a camera. All right, right over here, this is, oh man, I've been using this since day one. Yeah, that's Yokai Watch right there. So this is the Blue Yeti mic. This is actually the Blackout edition. This is really awesome. So shout outs to Blue Mics for supporting this. But yeah, this is like one of the best mics on the market. I love it because with my gameplay, I don't necessarily need to wear a headset and have, this little mic over here. I think it kind of distracts. But with this, I can just put it right in front of my computer and then straight out just start talking into it. The clarity is amazing on this. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking for microphones. That is the way to go. You can get a like a lower end kind of Blue Snowball for about $50 to get you started. And of course, the Blue Yeti is $100 to $130. All right, so equipment is kind of out of the way. Now we're looking at software. You're going to need some video editing skills, but I think I know of a website that has a lot of tutorials. I can't think of the name of it, though. What's that, YouTube? I think YouTube's got tutorials. Yeah, there we go. Of course, that's right. So there's so many tutorials on how to learn how to edit. When I started editing, I'm like, what is this? What is Sony Vegas? What is Adobe Photoshop Premiere or anything like that? So download the programs. You can use Final Cut. You can use Windows Movie Maker, back-end title. But of course, YouTube tutorials, that's really it. Like, how do I fade in or how do I fade out? There's a tutorial for it. All right, so XSplit, one of our other partners, oh my gosh, I live by XSplit. After I found out about XSplit, I have really never looked back. With XSplit, you can import so many different layers of your gaming that it makes it so streamlined. And XSplit isn't just used for streaming your games, but it's also used for actual editing too, like on the fly. Don't even have to worry about rendering. It's so good. So with this, if you guys are looking on the screen right now, you can see that I've captured my desktop. I've overlapped it with a digital overlay that, I had a digital artist make for me. And then, of course, I've got my webcam and green screen. There's so many different layers that you can make. And what the greatest thing about XSplit is that I can set it up so, like, I press one key on my keyboard, and it's going to start recording right away. And then when I press that same key, it's going to stop recording right away. So that literally, I can just upload that to YouTube. Don't worry about the editing process or anything like that. It makes it so streamlined. But of course, there are people that really love to get down and dirty and, do cuts and edits and stuff like that. But more power to you if you are, you know what I mean? I think editing is, oh my gosh, it's so hard and it's so time consuming, but the product is so good once it's done. Anyway, some more software you need. Photoshop is a mandatory. You guys got to get Photoshop. Or Microsoft Paint. Yeah, Microsoft Paint for the win. You guys can do that too. Sure, you can try making a thumbnail in Microsoft Paint. Challenge accepted. Anyone out there, feel free. No, but yeah, you're going to need to learn how to make some thumbnails because we'll go into that a little bit later. One of the lesser-known software out there is Handbrake, believe it or not. I didn't learn about Handbrake until just last year, and Handbrake really helps out with compressing the size of your files without losing any quality. So if you guys have an internet connection that's not so good and you have something that's really time-sensitive, jump it into Handbrake, condense it, and then put it on YouTube. It's going to go 10 times as fast as far as uploading. Audacity is a free software that you guys can use in conjunction with your Blue Yeti mic to pretty much record all of your straight up audio. A lot of people use Audacity for, just recording Skype conversations or any kind of collaborations with other people. Audacity is amazing. And there's also a way of using it for noise removal. I used to have a laptop where the fan would be like really, really loud, and you can kind of hear that in the recordings because the Blue Yeti is very powerful. It'll pick up a lot of things, but I would jump that track into Audacity, highlight the noise profile and then eliminate it, and it'd be perfect. So definitely look into Audacity. All right, so now let's talk about application. I gave you guys recommendations about hardware, software. Let's talk about how we're going to use this stuff. Now, YouTube and Google terms of service, they're very important because copyright infringement is a thing. If you don't double check what you're recording and it comes from a source, they can easily claim your video and give you a copyright strike. And copyright strikes are no joke. If you get like 3 copyright strikes, YouTube can terminate your account. And it's pretty serious. So, true story, not too long ago, I got my first copyright strike out of 5 years, which was really insane. I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon. Any Pokemon fans out there? Yeah, there we go. Good. I was playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I was in the part where I was catching the cover legendary Solgaleo, right? And out of nowhere, I think it was ShowPro. They said, your video has been taken down. Here's your copyright strike. And dude, I flipped. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But anyway, what you can do to combat that is kind of reach out to the people and see what's going on. They're an anime company for some reason, and they supposedly flagged my video. So I got that all sorted out, and it was good. But be very careful about that. You don't want to use other people's music. You don't want to use other people's gameplay without permission. But that in and of itself, if you're going to be recording on YouTube, that's kind of hard to deal with because you're going to be playing that video game. That's why indie developers, they love that stuff. Like, if you reach out to an indie, there's so many awesome indie developers that were in the expo hall. They want you to play their games. It's like, hey, that's free publicity. Go for it. But at the same time, maybe your big companies like, I don't know, Capcom may do it or anyone else. Just be very careful. Be very careful with that. Okay, so here we go. End cards are pretty awesome. This is a newer functionality that got rolled out just a couple months ago. What you do with end cards is, how many guys have ever seen what at the end of a video where you can actually click on mobile? There we go, sweet. And how many guys have actually clicked on it to keep on binge watching? There we go, a lot of you guys, awesome. I think it's an amazing thing. With end cards, you get to use the last 20 seconds of any given YouTube video and put, like a shout out. Hey, whenever you're ready, feel free to click on this to watch some more, or check out the playlist, or click on subscribe. There's so many things that you can do in order to get your viewer to keep on watching. That's the goal, right? You want them to just binge watch your videos. We got binge watchers out there. Yes, tell me. Oh man, I do the same thing, man. I'm just one YouTube video after another, keep on going. But yeah, it's a great way of engaging with your audience. Say, hey, heads up, if you want to keep on watching, click right over here. That's awesome. So let's talk about thumbnails. Thumbnails are pretty interesting. I didn't want to take anyone else's thumbnails, so I figured I'd take one from my early days of YouTube and one kind of like right now. How many of you guys can tell which one is the newer one and which one's the older one? Okay, so let's go. The older one is the top or bottom. Everyone, 3, 2, 1. Bottom, yes. So that was like when I did New Super Mario Bros. You can tell how like convoluted. It's not really eye-catching. It's just like, oh, is that a Mario game? Is that Mario on the bottom there? Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, and then one of my newer ones, it was like, okay, Pokken tournament, huge lettering totally, helps out with that. Think about how a thumbnail is and how small it is. What do you guys click on? Do you guys click on like a mascot character? It was Pokemon. I'm like, oh, dude, put Pikachu on there. Done. If it's Mario, put a big old picture of Mario on there. That's really how you do it. But then it kind of gets into the category of clickbait. You guys all know what clickbait is? Clickbait is, it's interesting. There's so many things that we all fall for it, right? I fall for clickbait all the time. It's like, wait a second, he's doing this, or wow, that title's really awesome. But clickbaity thumbnails, use it at your discretion. You know what I mean? Don't really just make it all the whole time, because then people click on it and they're like, oh man, that's not what he's talking about. I was expecting something else. But anyway, YouTube custom thumbnail, focus on not putting anything in the lower right-hand corner, because if you guys have YouTube on mobile, that's really where the timestamp's at. And that kind of makes it, kind of hard to see. So keep that in mind. If you're doing any kind of text, just kind of avoid that lower corner. Thumbnails are awesome, and I would highly suggest learning how to master that art. It took a while for me. But anyway, so now that you guys have learned how to make thumbnails, what are you gonna like name your video? I mean, that's kind of hard, right? Like, do you go with the clickbaity title, or do you put your username inside the title, or do you go concise with, hey, this is what it is, this is what part it is, and maybe a little bit of an excerpt? So keep that in mind whenever you're doing it. What I personally like to do is I like to, just make it concise. This is it. For example, Fire Emblem Fates. Fire Emblem fans out there? Yes, let's hear it. Yes, all of you guys in the chat at home, all of you guys go crazy right now. Oh my gosh, that Nintendo Direct was amazing. Anyway, so use keywords: Fire Emblem Fates, introductory, walkthrough, gameplay. Organize them in parts if necessary. Part 1, and then kind of describe it, so that when you got to put your mind into someone who's going to be searching for your video. What do you think they're going to search for? So just jump into the YouTube chat or into the YouTube search and see what comes up whenever you search that. So that's very good. That's exactly how I do it. Descriptions, there's no right or wrong way of how you're going to do descriptions. Some people like making one-line descriptions. Some people like flooding their entire text box, with links and this and that. There's really no right or wrong way of doing it, but, do something with it. Don't leave your descriptions blank. I would say the top 3 lines are the most important, simply because you have that little fold. You guys know what I'm talking about on that? It's a fold that you click on more for even more information. So those top 3 lines, get your point across. Also, your very first line of text comes up in the YouTube search too. So keep that in mind. Just do a YouTube search and you guys can see what that exactly first couple characters are all about. Done. And then of course, you guys can feel free to add your social media subscription links all inside that description as well. Tags, oh man, I wish I had an answer for this, right? Tags are really interesting because there's no right or wrong way of doing it. YouTube's algorithm is always changing, but if you use some general rules of thumb on what you want to do with your tags, you'll be good to go. What I like to do is I like to jump into the search, and what the search actually does is it populates what people have actually searched for. So for this example, for Fire Emblem Fates, you can see everything that lines up. Trailer, OST, review, Aqua Song, gameplay, conquest, petting. Apparently people want to see that stuff, but so use that and then kind of, incorporate them into your tags. Make some custom tags, and then there's 500 characters in it, so, make sure that you use all 500 of them, because why the heck not? Social media sharing is another thing too for application-wise. With YouTube, I like to schedule all my uploads. For those of you guys at home, you guys know that I had so many different videos scheduled while I was away at PAX, but keep that in mind for your audience, because if you're able to schedule something, that's so much better for your audience. They know that they're going to count on you for that same kind of upload, maybe at the same time every day. You don't ever have to think about, oh, wow, it's 3:59. Okay, I got to wait like 60 seconds, and then I'm going to upload it at 4. You don't ever have to do that. A lot of people, think that that's a thing, but no, you just schedule it. You can schedule it like months in advance if you want to. So use the scheduling. Of course, social media sharing is awesome because it directly links up to your Twitter account or Google Plus if you guys have that, and then it immediately tweets that. So just be mindful of how many characters you use on that, because Twitter has a certain amount of character limit. Okay. Annotations. Annotations used to be big on YouTube. Now they're kind of getting faded away because on mobile devices, you can't click on any annotations unless you're looking at end cards. But with annotations, they are simply for the desktop users. How many guys mobile users over desktop users, right? On YouTube? Okay, some of you guys. How many guys desktop over mobile? Okay, so that's kind of 50-50 split. But keep in mind, if you want to do annotations, you can't do end screens. So keep that in mind. You can't do both. It's pretty good. I would say use them sparingly. You don't want to take up the entire section. You don't want to have one that lasts the entire video. Don't do anything like that. Cards are a thing. How many guys have ever clicked on cards on YouTube? In case you guys don't know what it is, in the top right corner, there's that little eye that pops up. And you can typically choose what time a little card would pop up, and you can customize the message too. For my Fire Emblem videos, I usually link the other different paths, conquests, revelations, all that stuff. It's a great way of linking your additional videos. Or if you guys are talking about something inside the video, you can reference, hey, if you guys want to see a video on this, take a look in the top corner, and then just time it so that people can say, oh, wow, I'd really like to click on that. Boom, click on it, you're done. So you can put about 5 cards on your videos. I would totally say sprinkle them throughout your videos and just go from there. You don't want to put them so compact. Just kind of sprinkle. All right, so ads is a big thing, right? So with ads, you got to think of it as in, okay, well, here's a YouTuber. He wants to get paid for his work, right? There's a lot of work. I would say that playing the video game, although it's probably like the best part, it's only like I would say like 10% of the entire concept. All you guys that are YouTubers will understand, right? Yes, it's tough. So think about it as a way of getting paid. Don't feel too bad about throwing an ad directly in the middle of your video. That's how you get paid. Put them in like natural breaks. If you have a 10-minute video, you can put one mid-roll ad in there. You can put ads at the beginning of the video, at the end of the video, however you want to do. Just don't overdo it, because then people will, abandon your video and stuff like that. Or, I mean, people want to see you get paid, and they'll just sit there and go through the ads. So keep that in mind, sprinkle them throughout, go from there. So here we go, ad blocker is a thing, right? So ad blocker, how many guys have ad blocker? Okay, not bad. I mean, you gotta admit it. I mean, it's not bad. But for YouTubers, it's pretty bad because, I mean, the way that a YouTuber gets paid is through those ads. So if you're going on board with your ad blocker and just watching all of your favorite YouTubers, you're not necessarily helping them out monetarily. So anyway, just keep that in mind. You can maybe turn your ad blocker on if you're watching your very favorite YouTuber. Sorry, turn your ad blocker off when you're watching your favorite YouTuber, just to make sure that they're getting paid for their hard work. A lot of you guys that are YouTubers know what that's all like. Okay, so another thing that you want to do is take a look at playlists. Playlists are awesome. I like playlists because it's a great way of organizing everything. If you go to any of your favorite YouTubers' channel, you guys can click on the playlist area and see what kind of content they have. And that further helps with the ability to binge watch their entire series. Any of you guys binge watch an entire playlist from start to finish? Oh, it's so addicting. That's all you guys raising your hand. Yeah, it's really addicting. And it's really a good way of supporting your favorite YouTubers simply because, you know, you're watching them, you're enjoying the content, you're helping them out with the ads, all that stuff. So great organization. You can see what that YouTuber is all about pretty much on their front page. So one of the things that is very important about YouTube is likes and comments. How many of you guys leave likes on videos? Yes, a lot of you guys. Good, good. That helps out tremendously because, for one, as a YouTuber, you know, you can see how many views your video gets. You know, that's great. That's good information on how well one of your videos is doing. But then at the same time, you know, how many people liked it so much that they clicked on that like button? You know, that's a really good judgment of, you know, how many people do that. So if you're not someone that clicks on the like button on a YouTube video, definitely do it, especially if you have your Twitter account hooked up to your YouTube account, because what the beauty in that is, if you click on that like button and you have Twitter and YouTube hooked up, it'll automatically tweet out, hey, I liked so-and-so's video with a link on it. And then that goes to all your Twitter followers, and that further helps out yourself as a fledgling YouTuber. It's so important. So in videos, I always say, hey, smash that like button. You know, if you're enjoying the content or if this video helped you out, definitely consider leaving a like on the video. Get your audience to share as well. There's a share button too. Share on Facebook, share on social media. That totally helps out. And comments. You guys are active commenters in your videos, yeah? Yeah, well, maybe not so much, okay. Wow, that was astonishing, but that's okay. Commenting is really cool too, because that's a way of engaging with your audience and all the people that are involved with that. So commenting kind of rolls into our next thing, is about interactivity. Now, I would say that this is one of my favorite things about YouTube in general, is putting out that video and then seeing what people are saying about it. There's something about that instantaneous gratification of people enjoying it, or the first person to say first in the comments. Yeah, yes. But I mean, it's really fun to see what people have to say. So do your best to interact with your audience with those comments. You know, maybe the moment that your video is uploaded, if you're able to jump inside the comment section and talk to them a little bit, maybe respond to certain comments. You know, people love that stuff. How many of you guys have left a comment on a YouTube video and the actual YouTuber replied to your comment? Oh, well, there you go. He says you did. That was good. See, that's great. But see, I would have liked to see a lot more people raise their hand. And that just says that, you know, hey, taking that extra level of interactivity and talking to people in your comment section, people love that stuff. It goes so far with your audience. And application of, you know, asking a question during your video. There are a lot of people that do question of the day in order to get people to jump into the comments. You know, question of the day, hey, who's your favorite Pokemon? Anyone? Anyone? Bisharp, Pikachu? Squirtle, there we go. Ash Ketchum, yeah, I know that Pokemon. That's a yokai, right? I heard that yokai. All right, yeah, so make sure that you guys are engaged with all your comments and do that. Yes, it does take some time. Me personally, I love waking up in the morning and just eating a bowl of cereal, just scrolling through the comments and, you know, saying hi to people, saying thanks for watching, all that stuff. One of the things that you got to be aware of, though, I don't know if you could see it on the presentation over here. There's a tab on top that says hold for review. Oh, I love this. I love the hold for review because You don't want to go into that tab. Oh my gosh, don't ever do it. I did it once, and it's kind of scarring because, you know, there's a lot of nasty people out there that will just berate you. They'll call you names. They'll do this and that. But luckily, YouTube's on their game that can filter that stuff out. They can filter it, put in the tab, do that. So just use that very sparingly. Sometimes it's like, it's good to kind of jump into it. But like I said at the beginning of the presentation, you need some really thick skin because people are bad. Not you guys. You guys are great. I love you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Especially all you guys at home. You guys are great too. Thanks for tuning in. All right, Fire Emblem Heroes hype. Woo, I'm ready. All right, so live streaming is a huge thing. YouTube Gaming has a very cool live streaming platform. There are other streaming platforms out there. Twitch is a big one as well. But live streaming takes your viewer interaction to another level. It's really awesome just going through playing your video games with a live YouTube audience. Like all of you guys at home that are watching this stream, oh dude, it's so cool. Especially if you call them out by name. Any guys get a shout out from your YouTuber while you were at a stream? Okay, that's cool. I mean, sometimes if you're watching a really, really big YouTuber, those comments are scrolling so fast that I have a hard time doing it. But do your best to acknowledge all of the viewers at home so that they feel included. And it's not just, okay, well, here's a guy playing a game. He's not really talking to us, but I'm just going to watch. You know what I mean? Anyway, schedule events ahead of time. I personally love doing that. On my YouTube channel, I love to schedule all of my live streams because we're all busy people, right? Some of us have jobs. You know, if your favorite live streamer is just automatically streaming right now and you get a notification, you're like, oh man, I'm at work. I can't do that. So what's great about that is you can schedule your events and then you can have them on your main page so that all of your viewers can say, hey, Abdallah's streaming, you know, Yokai Watch on Saturday. Cool. At this time, I'm going to set a reminder for it. It's super fun. You guys can see that on the bottom part right over there. That's an actual stream that I'm going to be starting very soon. Respond to as many comments as you can and go from there. Okay, I think it's time for a giveaway. How many of you guys are hyped for a giveaway, yeah? Oh, man. All right, so pretty much, this is going to be really, really fun because we have a good 20 minutes where we're going to give away some of this cool stuff that we have up here. And of course, we'll do a question and answer session. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. Penny Arcade bag. Okay, so this is going to be great. Now, I'm very pumped for this. We have the Pokemon original theme extended version over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a raffle ticket out over here. And you guys are going to come up on stage, you guys are going to sing the Pokemon theme song, and then you're going to get a prize. And of course, you're going to tell me some cool stuff too. Don't worry if you don't know the Pokemon theme song. We'll be all right. You memorize it. Okay, well, I hope your number gets picked. That's going to be really good. Okay, get your tickets out. Yeah, you got your tickets? We all good? All of you guys that are watching at home, you got your tickets? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you guys didn't get tickets? Dang. All right, here we go. Okay, first one, we have it right here. It's going to be 589-6648. 6648, ending in 6648. All right. Ooh, wow, that stinks to be the first one to pull. Dang. All right, here we go. We're moving on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Boom. This is 6692, ending in 6692. 589, 669. What? Yes, come on up here. Let's give him a round of applause. Hey! Okay, this is great. Okay, have a seat. Why don't you pull on up? Okay, so I didn't do that on purpose. I swear, dude. This is crazy. 6692. That totally matches up. All right, here we go. So why don't you jump into my mic? Or this thing on? No, maybe not. Push. Yeah? No? There we go. Go.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So why don't you tell me your name, where you're from, favorite YouTuber, why, and what content will you produce on YouTube? Not like you're an actual YouTuber or anything.
No, I have no idea, dude.
All right, let's go. What do you got?
My name is Jonathan. I'm from New Orleans. Favorite YouTuber, probably the entire group of Game Grumps.
Yeah, there we go. Game Grumps fans out there.
No particular favorite. Love them all. They just hang out, play video games. It's fun.
Heck yeah. And why do you like them?
Because they just hang out and have fun. It's just a fun time. Okay. Just chillax.
And then you do a YouTube channel. I'm very familiar with it. So tell me what kind of content that you produce.
On my channel, Blah Blah LPs, where I do Let's Plays of mostly Nintendo stuff. Right now, I'm kind of focusing on Smash and Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles that I do with my viewers, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And then once the Switch comes out, as much as I possibly can.
That's awesome. Okay, so how many of you guys are ready to hear Jonathan sing some Pokemon? Yeah. All you guys, let's hear it. Okay, let's do this. Come on, internet connection.
But are you singing with me, though?
Maybe.
Please do.
You first.
A little louder. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
Yes.
These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
It's you and me. I know it's our destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon.
That was good. Good job. All right, cool. Let's do it. We gotta save some for some other vocal talents out there. That was really good.
Our hearts are true.
That's okay. All right, so you get your choice of all these awesome items provided by our awesome sponsors. You got the Elgato. We've got some fan items. I've got a fan T-shirt in case you want that. We've got this Nabu X or a Yeti, whatever you want.
The problem is, I'd really hate to take this from somebody else because I have most, if not equal, stuff as all this. So if you want to just pull a random card, could you do that and just pick someone random to get it for free?
We could. He's doing it. Yeah, let's go for it. Look at that. What a good guy. What a good guy. All right, here. I'll let you do it. Go for it. Dun dun dun.
What was it? Okay. 5896756.
Really? Where are you? Probably at home. Yeah, you know, that was probably one of the persons in the comments. What the heck?
Right.
So they're just... What?
Oh, wait, you got it?
Hey! Okay, good. We were about to do that countdown.
Put that back.
Good job. All right. Why don't you come on up really quick? Tell us who you are and where are you from? And then what are you going to choose off the table? But yeah, let's give a round of applause for Jonathan, our first winner. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Sierra, and I'm from Austin.
Oh, there we go. Anyone else from Austin? Yeah, Austin, represent. Okay, so you got your choice. Jonathan has hooked you up with whatever you want. Dun, dun,
That
dun.
one.
This one, the mic. Okay, going for the Yeti mic. Good job. Round of applause. Awesome. Okay, round of applause for both of our contestants. Thank you so much. Good work. Keep up the good YouTube love. All right, here we go. We got a couple more items to give away. And we currently have about 13 minutes. I still want to get into Q&A, so we're going to be fun with that. All right, here we go. 589-6749. Prepare your vocal cords for some Pokemon. 6749, ending in 6749. Anybody home? I don't want to sing Pokemon. Okay, we're going to keep on keeping on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go for it. Here we go. 6803, ending in 6803. Hey, here we go. Mr. Cameraman coming up. Don't worry, if you don't want to sing, you don't have to. Yes, you do.
Better turn up like 10 then.
There we go. All right, here we go. We're going to pick up from where he left off. Do you have that ticket for me? Thank you, bro. All right, so really quick, introduce yourself with that mic right over there.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel, and got a full-time job, but I just recently got into YouTube as well.
Nice. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so where are you from? You said...
Well, I'm from Seguin, Texas, which isn't too far from here, but I work...
A lot of you guys... Okay, you know that.
But I actually work in Austin, Texas, so, I mean, it's a bit of a drive, but, I mean, I got family in San Antonio. Central Texas is kind of like my stomping ground, so
Excellent,
I'm always around this area.
Okay, so who is your favorite YouTuber and why?
Well, for me, it has to be, I mean, to go not to, copy the other guy, but Gaming Grumps, because I remember Ego Raptor from back in the, when he was on the Newgrounds days.
I remember Newgrounds back when I was in high school, dude.
I followed him for years, and so, even when I was, middle school, high school, I was just, I kept following him, and he kind of stopped the animation with that. He still does animation, but I was like, oh, man, I was like, I can't help but, he always did gaming-focused things. I've always been a huge gamer, and what's funny is, some of the people I've talked to, Charles Martinet, the voice actor of Mario.
Mario.
I actually, was able to meet him. I met Jason, who's the lead composer from Blizzard. So I'm meeting all these people that my mother said, video games won't take you anywhere. And then when she sees me talking to these high-profile, gaming gurus, like people like that we consider like, just, God tier creators in our eyes. It's kind of awesome to just kind of throw that in their face. Like,
Yes, yes. Now, you said that you have a YouTube channel. What kind of content do you produce?
As far as content, like I said, I've only been doing this for like a few months. So I mean, I do a lot of anime-focused stuff, Nintendo-focused.
There we
I
go.
do a lot of conventions. Like I did Alamo City Comic-Con.
Nice.
I did a video of that with some cosplayers and whatnot not too long ago. I mean, I work with local cosplayers, and of course, trying to get into the streaming game. I kind of wanted to get YouTube down first, but I mean, like, it's really great. It's the Otakunator, if you guys were interested.
That's right. Everyone go click on that subscribe button. Subscribe to him. Okay, so we ready to hear?
cards.
We ready to hear him sing some Pokemon? Yes, yes. Let's do this. All right, let's go.
Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you.
Everyone,
Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
does anyone know the extended version? Okay, I'll save that for later. That was really good, man. Let's give him a round of applause. All right, good job. What are you gonna choose on here? We've got some custom shirts. You can get an Elgato capture. You've got the Nabu, and that's pretty much it. We're running out.
I'll take right now I have an Elgato, but it's kind of crapping out, so it's like the fates were in my favor.
Okay, there we go. The fates.
HD60.
HD60. All right, good job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Thank you. That was cool, man. The extended version of Pokemon. A lot of you guys know it. All right, cool. Hopefully one of you guys knows it right now. Let's do this. We've got about a couple more things to do. All right, let's go. Ending in 6764. Ending in 6764. Is that one right over there coming on up? Yes, yes. All right. Let's give a round of applause. Come on up. I hope you know the extended version of Pokemon. Oh, neither do I. It's okay. Come on over. I'll take that ticket from you. Thank you so much. Introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Jessica. I'm from Georgetown, which is like 20 minutes north of Boston.
Okay, cool. Anyone else from Georgetown?
Probably
Yeah, there we go. Sure. No worries, no worries. Okay, who's your favorite YouTuber and why?
I go through them. It's horrible.
That's okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, you could have like a phase where you just watch one person, and then like another phase. Yeah. So, who's your latest?
Most recently, I've been watching a lot of Rooster Teeth stuff.
Okay, that's great. Fans of Rooster Teeth, yes? All you guys at home, yes? Yes? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so with that being said, like if you were to jump onto YouTube as a career or just make a channel for the heck of it, what would you do?
Gaming with my friends, because I always have the most fun doing that. So
Yes.
share that with other people.
That's cool. All right, that's awesome. All right, so now, here we go. We're going to let you sing and then pick a prize. How about that? Do you know any of the words?
Not anymore.
Well, that's okay. Luckily, you can remember right now. You got like 2 seconds to remember. You know this part.
I want to be the very best.
There we go.
Like no one ever was.
There we go.
To catch them is my real test.
There we go.
To train them is my cause.
One more.
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
You know the whole song. That was awesome. Good job.
I was nervous. See,
Okay.
we made it to the extended part.
Yes.
I had no idea.
I wasn't going to do the extended part. Some of you guys may know it. And if you do, tell me and we'll play the extended part. But anyway, your choice. We've got some fan t-shirts or we got the Nabu X. Whatever you want.
I think I'm going to take the Nabu.
Yes. All right. Shout outs to Razor for that. That was awesome. Thank you so much for coming. All right. That was awesome. Okay. So we've got a good 7-ish minutes, depending on how much time PAX allows me to go over. I know it's the last panel of the day. Maybe we can do something. But anyway, how about we do this? So let's do a little bit of a Q&A session. No, we've got 2 more prizes. We'll give those up. Okay. I want to get someone that knows the extended version. So we got 7 minutes-ish. So here we go. Get your tickets out. Ready, go. It is ending in 6555. 6555, anyone? 6555. Speak up now. Hey, come on up. Do you know the extended version? Ah, dang, that's okay. Don't worry. Yes, Google it. Everyone in the comments, on the Twitch chat are probably going crazy right now. They're like, I know it. I know it. Okay, awesome. Yes, that's awesome. Good. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Okay, so what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Maverick, and I'm from Schertz, Texas.
Okay, anyone else from that area? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Who's your favorite YouTuber and why?
As of right now, it's Achievement Hunter.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. So tell me, why do you like him?
They're just, a bunch of guys that just chill out, play games. They're really funny. I've been actually watching their podcasts more because I like just listening to people talk about stories and stuff.
Cool, cool. Now, if you were to jump onto YouTube, what kind of content would you put out?
I like a lot of games that have a really good story. As of right now, I'm actually playing Resident Evil 7 on my channel.
Ooh, yeah. How many of you guys saw that Capcom booth? Yes, with the VR. So good, man. It's scary. All right, so Resident Evil 7, that's kind of your area right over there?
I'm actually not really a fan of scary games, but I decided to pick it up because I got into Resident Evil about a month ago, so.
Yeah. How many of you guys like watching people get scared on YouTube? Yes, everyone. Oh, that's so good. And see, like, knowing what people want to see is half the battle, man. Like, I remember I played Resident Evil, the kitchen demo. I was screaming, man.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. But that's good. All right, so you ready to belt out some Pokemon?
Sure.
Yes, and you know Pokemon. All right, so we're gonna pick off, so see how well you do. Here we go. Let's cheer them on, guys. Yeah, let's get it. All right, let's do it.
To understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
I know it's our destiny. Oh, you're my best friend, and the world we must defend.
I didn't say stop. You teach me and I'll teach you. Everyone, Pokemon. All right, that was great. Good job, dude. Good job, man. Okay, so we got a fan T-shirt that we can give you. Red or blue?
Blue.
Blue. Go blue. Cool. Thank you so much. Let's give them a huge round of applause. That was awesome. You guys are good. You guys are really good. Okay, we got one more fan T-shirt, and then we'll do some Q&A, depending on how much time we got. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Really quick. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, 6671. 6671. Hey, come on up. All right, round of applause for 6671. Yeah! Come on down. The last fan prize. This is so fun. Tell me you know the extended. Oh my gosh, we've got it for the finale. The extended version.
It's the only song I sing at karaoke, actually.
Wow, there we go. Oh man, everyone at home is hyped to hear this. Okay, so let's start off with who you are, what's your name, where are you from?
Okay, my name is Amanda Valentine. I came here from Temple. I'm originally from Michigan, but I've been in Texas long enough to be a Texan, I guess.
There we go. Anyone else from those areas? Yeah.
Temple, Texas.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so favorite YouTuber and why?
Oh gosh, okay. It's really hard to pick a favorite. I started with Rooster Teeth.
Okay.
And then I got into Markiplier.
Cool.
And then-
Markiplier fans out there? Yeah. Wow, that's everyone, man. See, that's powerful. If you can get to that level,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
He's,
keep going.
He's
awesome.
I love watching him get scared, like you were saying
Right.
earlier. Like,
Right.
his scream is one of the best high-pitched I've
Oh
ever
my
heard.
goodness. See?
But then,
Sure.
right, and recently I've been watching Game Grumps. A lot
we
of,
go.
like, that's
So-
binge watching lately, just from beginning to end. That's all I've been doing
That's
lately.
good. That's very good. Okay, so if you're interested in producing on YouTube, what kind of stuff would you do?
Oh, see, that's where I always come into a problem because I am very eclectic. I would do anything from book reviews to anime reviews or like Let's Plays for
That's
video
awesome.
games.
How many guys would watch that? Yes. Okay. And then, of course, depending on how your singing talent is, maybe some cover songs.
No, I do not make any promises.
Okay, I think we're ready for this. Are you guys ready for this? Yes? Yes? Okay. I've been waiting all day for someone to know the extended, I think it's,
Can you like rewind it just a couple seconds?
yes.
so
How about we just
can
pick off from right here? Right into the mic. All right, get ready.
Where are we at?
Get ready.
Second verse?
Yes.
Okay. Every battle along the way, sorry. With courage I will face.
You guys can sing along too.
I will battle every day to claim my rightful place.
Some of you guys know that.
Come with me, the time is right. There's no better team, Mystic.
On and on, we'll win the fight. It's always been my dream. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's our destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend.
That was great.
Thank you.
Good job. That was awesome. Okay, so here we go. Last fan T-shirt. Enjoy. Yes. Thank you so much for coming up. Okay, so we've got the remainder of the time to actually do some Q&A. So if you guys want to line up on either of these mics over here, don't push each other, but do that, and we'll just go for it. And the greatest thing, the reason why I went through and did the who's your favorite YouTuber? What do you like about them? All that stuff is because it gives you guys ideas of these are real people and these are ideas that you can use when you guys are thinking of making your own YouTube content. So how about we go from this side here? What's your name? Where you're from? What's your question?
I'm Lindy from Texarkana, Texas. My question is, I've slowly started trying to start a YouTube channel. I've done a practice recording. Something that I struggle with is commentary. How do you come up with commentary?
Commentary, that's a very good question too. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that just do straight up gameplay with no commentary, and that stuff's huge, but you're absolutely right, that's hard. How do you find out with commentary? On what I do is I try to talk about what's happening on screen. I try to talk my mind. If it's a Pokemon battle, for example, I try to talk out loud and think of different things that could possibly happen. So whatever you're thinking about, just try spouting it out. And sometimes when you're a YouTuber, you get off topic. You talk about your cat, you talk about this and that, and that's cool. Your audience starts to like that stuff. But really, if you just think out loud, that is one of the best ways of doing it. Thank you for your question. For all of you guys that don't get your questions answered, we're going to do a question and answer session, a whole meetup on the outside of the area. So don't worry, in case you don't want to get up here and ask your question. I'm going to be there. I'll be signing autographs. We'll do a whole bunch of fun stuff together. So don't go anywhere after the panel, unless you have to. All right, we're going to go from this side. Is that a Nintendo Switch hat?
Yeah.
All right, so the fee for asking this question is your hat.
No thanks.
Oh, okay. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
So, how would you say that smaller YouTube channels like yourself would fare against people like PewDiePie or Chatted2 Juniper, Full Me My Head TV, the Jacksepticeye, people like that?
Like going against or like keeping up?
Yeah.
It's really about staying relevant. You can never, if you put yourself in a position where you're comparing yourself to like PewDiePie or something like that, you're just going to feel bad because there's no way I can get like 50 million subscribers. That's unrealistic. You have to be realistic about it, and you just have to keep on doing your thing, regardless of how many people you have. And that's really my advice to you. It's subscriber count. I mean, that's great that you have people following you, but it shouldn't be the reason why you're doing what you're doing. You just keep doing your thing. Thanks for the question. Next.
So, my name is Jonathan. I'm from just in between Fort Worth and Dallas. And I was wondering, you started this panel off by saying, basically you're Mr. Nintendo. You do everything Nintendo related. Even the jacket says Nintendo.
Yeah.
You've got all these different sponsors. How do you working with your sponsors, using their products, but also at the same time being a legitimate critic?
Right. Well, you have to do it in a concise way. You're not going to, it's bad PR if you start ragging on something, but at the same time, you have to do it like constructive criticism. Like, hey, I like this product, but I kind of would have liked to seen it done this way. Or there's plenty of Nintendo games that I personally play. I'm not paid to promote all of Nintendo and like be a fanboy in every single game. There's games where it's like, okay, well, I would have liked it if it did this. I think there's an opportunity that was missed here. You got to be very constructive and positive about it because that's a way of respecting the people that give you the products, if that answers the question. Yeah, thanks for the question. Next up, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Billy. I'm from Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, Billy, let's do it.
Trying to record like party chat or game chat using my Elgato.
Yeah.
You personally, what is, I guess, the best way for one to go about recording that into the Elgato?
Into the Elgato?
Or just what's your favorite method of recording party chat or your game chat?
I love just straight up, I told you guys in the presentation, I love straight up XSplit. Like, I just hook up the mic into XSplit and press record, and then the mic is already picking up whatever I'm doing. So that way is really, really streamlining the whole
You'll
process.
get the party chat too.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can do all that stuff. If it goes through your computer, you can route that audio through XSplit, and it'll pick it up.
Gotcha.
It's amazing. Or if I don't know what other software that can do that.
Yeah,
but
I've looked at several different videos on YouTube, and there's like multiple ways you can do it.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
XSplit is so easy, and I live by that program. It's so good. But yeah, thanks for the question. We've only got time for maybe about nothing right now. I think we're out of time, but that's okay. Don't worry. All you guys that have lined up, we can all hang out over there. Shout outs to every single one of you guys that came out to the panel here, all of you guys on the Twitch stream at home, all the sponsors that helped out, and of course my wife Jess at home. Shout outs to you if you're watching this. But yeah, you guys are great. You guys are great. So round of applause for all of you guys for coming out. Thank you so much. PAX South has been amazing. Shout outs to all of you guys watching the Twitch chat, and pretty much all of you guys. You guys are great. You really make all of this worthwhile. So thank you guys. And yeah, you guys can absolutely feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube. You didn't have to do that at the door or anything, but I'm kidding. But you guys can follow me on Twitter. I'm really big on Nintendo games and just down-to-earth commentary, family-friendly stuff. So again, enjoy the rest of PAX, whatever is left. I know there's only a couple hours left of it, but enjoy it. We'll see you guys next year. I'll be at PAX East doing the exact same panel, different prizes, maybe some updates. It'll be great. So all of you guys attending PAX East, we'll be doing it. We'll see you there. All right, take care. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your.
Oh, no. Gaming doesn't have to be like this. Are those tears? You need a machine that can keep up with you. The new Omen X. All those hours of training are about to pay off. Don't rage quit. Get the Omen X with an Intel Core processor. Dominate the game.